Well, after hanging our stands and our cameras in the early season, we had a lot of nice bucks on camera, and we were getting really excited for opening day. We feel like we had a really good chance at taking one of these bucks, and we were excited to get after them. Well, the early season was tough. It was a lot harder than we expected. We thought we'd be on some deer, but they just didn't move. But it's November, it's the rut. Things are starting to kick up, starting to heat up. The does are moving, the bucks are out chasing and searching. So we're ready to load the truck up, and we're ready to be in the tree stand in Ohio.
I'm gonna do a quick lure review here before it gets good daylight. I'm back in Ohio again. I'm at the same stand where I passed that nice little 8-pointer last weekend. My dad killed a buck here 2 weekends ago, so it's a really good spot. These bucks cruise this bench all the time. I can hear something coming already, so. Right after it got daylight, I could hear deer running. And sure enough, a buck was chasing a doe up through here, and it was a big 8-pointer. Buck I call the sidekick 8. He came up here, and the doe kept milling around, and finally she ran up here like 10 yards from me, and he was out about 35. Just my freaking luck. I've hunted so hard this year. And that happens. Stupid doe. If she wouldn't have blew, he would have been done.
After filming this deer for 15 minutes, I was pretty upset that I missed the shot because I had this deer on camera for 3 years now. It's one of the deer I was wanting to kill. It was a nice big 8-point. But unfortunately it didn't happen. But I wasn't discouraged because I'd had target panic the last couple of years. But on this shot, I was real smooth. It was a good shot. Deer just happened to move right when I was getting ready to release. So it's all good. I'm going to load the truck up, head home, see the family, and then I'll be back in the same tree next weekend.
Well, I just got settled in. losing track of the days now in November. But I was a little late getting in here. I drove all the way from my house this morning. I was planning on leaving at 3:15, and I didn't wake up till like 4:05. So, as you can imagine, I was in a scramble. Luckily, I had everything already packed and in the truck. But I'm here now, and it's just cracking daylight. It's a beautiful morning. It's like 29 degrees. No wind. It's supposed to get windy today, though, but I think it'll be all right. I'm just gonna kick back and hopefully I'll see some deer. Well, it's about 3:30. I've seen a couple deer today, not many. I think I've seen 5. 3 bucks and 2 does. Been setting all day. It's been a pretty long set, but thankfully I've seen deer kind of spaced out, so it hasn't been too terrible. It's starting to get cloudy now, like it's going to rain this evening. So hopefully one of these deer will show up. Never know.
Meh.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Holy I don't even know what to say. Oh my God. I just happened to look down in the holler and I seen a buck coming down. I seen a deer coming down the hill. I didn't know what it was. And then I got to the bottom and I looked and I saw, and it was the buck I passed last year that we call the Heavy 11. He came up here and he worked a tree and he circled around, got all the way to 15 yards, and for some reason he got spooked. And he turned and he went back down to about 32. So I adjusted my sight. And he went around to 40, about 41. And it's the same spot that the doe was standing last week when I shot the big 8-pointer. So I had arranged that tree and I knew it was 41 yards. I put my pin on about 40 and I shot. I hit him a little far back, but I'm hoping I might have caught liver. Maybe got a back of a lung or something, but oh man. I've hunted so hard up here for the past couple years.
Well, after the shot, I went back and watched the footage a few times, and I thought I'd hit the deer back a little bit, but I wasn't quite sure. My buddy seemed to think it was a good shot. My dad thought it was a good shot. I called him and talked to him for a little bit, and he gave me the advice that I should just go up to the four-wheeler, unpack my stuff, take a little break, give it about an hour, and then go back and look for blood and see what I could find. And actually, it was supposed to rain that night, so that's what we decided we were going to do. I went, unloaded my stuff, got back down to where I shot the deer at, and actually had really good blood and was able to follow the blood right to the deer. I mean, it was great blood the whole way, and the shot ended up being really good. He was a little more quartered away than I thought. Double lung stuck in the opposite shoulder, so you can't ask for much more than that. This right here has been a long time coming. This is the buck I shot last night. I actually passed this buck last year on video, and I'm pretty happy I did. He didn't grow a whole lot, but I was able to take him this year. I wasn't sure my shot. It was a little bit back, as you can see there, but actually he was quartered away some, and I didn't realize it in the video, so he only ran about 200 yards, and that rage opened him up pretty good. This is my first buck in nearly 5 years, so to say I'm happy is quite an understatement. I've hunted really hard, and I've missed some deer, and I've actually hit one or two that I never found. I had really bad target panic, and I couldn't shoot, and it was pretty frustrating. But I switched releases, and I've been practicing a lot, and I think I got the target panic under control now, and I was able to make a good shot on this guy. I'm so happy with this deer. Self-filming's not easy, so I'm tickled. I'll take him any day of the week.